Hi, thank you for joining me for the Scorpio Tarotscope for September. So we start out in the first week with the Knight of Wands. So this is not you, this is somebody near you that is taking action with haste. They are moving in and they are going quickly into action mode, battle mode, protection mode. They're probably protecting you. So if you have a friend who is an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, you might want to inform them better about your situation. I know you're usually playing things very close to the vest, but you might want to inform them about what your perspective is on any given situation so that they don't rush in and ruin things. And you are a little bit worried about your situation at the beginning of the month. You're losing sleep, you're a little bit anxious about things happening, and this may be why your friend, the Knight of Wands, is trying to take care of things for you. You do have, though, the Four of Pentacles, and that's you hanging on for dear life to everything that you own. This may not be the best tactic for you, Scorpio. Usually you operate from a position of strength and confidence, and if you're operating from a position of, uh-oh, if I don't hang on to this, I'm going to lose it, that's what the universe is going to give you. So be careful, Scorpio, because you're an awesome manifester, and if you start all of a sudden thinking in negative terms, you're going to manifest negative things. The second week starts with the Tower. Now, this may be an indication with your intuition of why you are operating out of a position of fear. You may be anticipating this Tower moment and just sort of psychically picking up that something is going to shift, and you don't like change. You're a fixed sign, Scorpio, and this is mainly for Scorpio rising, but also people with Scorpio suns and moons. It's a fixed sign. You don't really appreciate change, and you only want to change when it's your idea to change. The Tower, though, is not the destruction of everything. The Tower is a shift in something in your life that kind of pulls the rug out of that area of your life, and then everything else has to readjust. Think of a mobile. Think of a mobile, if you even know what that is. If you take a piece off of the mobile, that changes the weight of that arm of the mobile, and the whole mobile just has to kind of shift and dance and bounce until it comes back into equilibrium. And that's what the Tower is. It changes something dramatically, and everyone in their lives has to shift and dance until they get to a point of equilibrium. After that is the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands means that this Tower moment precipitates a great deal of activity. Eight of Wands just means a lot of things coming at you all at once. So once this Tower moment hits, then you just have tons of activity, tons of things coming at you, people coming at you, different requests, different, just a lot of activity, a lot of stuff that you have to deal with. But after that, the Sun comes out. So you're going to land on your feet, Scorpio, very, very well. So you might as well skip the sleepless nights and just know that by the end of the second week, all will be well. So even though you start with the Tower, you end with the Sun on that second week, and it will be okay. You are going to be all right. And in fact, this change that the Tower precipitates actually turns out to be good for you. Look at that. See what I just said about the mobile? It's not the end of the world. So, third week. Third week shifts gears completely. So here we have the Temperance card, and the Temperance is saying take the middle of the road. You have a tendency to be extreme, Scorpio. You're very, very intense with things. When you love something, you love it passionately. When you hate something, you hate it passionately. When you do something, you do it with full force. So take the middle road. Just kind of take a chill pill and be a little bit more moderate in your choices and your actions the beginning of the third week of February, because you have a new relationship coming up. We have the Lovers and the Two of Cups. So you definitely are meeting someone who feels like a soulmate in the third week of September. And when you start relationships, you're all in. You're, like I said, you're a very intense sign. And this Temperance card is telling you to take it easy. You might scare this person by being so intense. That might ruin the relationship. Or this person may be someone that, yes, they're your soulmate, but they may not have the best intentions for you in mind. That happens. So just take it a little bit slower than usual, Scorpio. Just be a little bit more suspicious like you usually are. When you fall in love, you let suspicion fall to the wayside. And then when the person becomes human in your eyes, then you start to pick apart all the little things that were human. And this is just typical Scorpio. I've had many relationships with Scorpio. And once they pick you apart and you're totally human, then they're very critical of you. And that's not good for a relationship either. And that's usually the demise of the relationship. So rather than suffer all of that stuff, be more moderate up front. Be just a little less like, I'm all in, at the beginning. And let yourself get to know the person as a human, not as your idealized version of them, which is what you tend to do. The fourth week is really a banner week. I mean, this whole month has been just boom, 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 boom. But here we have the Wheel of Fortune. So your fortune is turning again. And it may seem like with the relationship that you started, well, hey, that's really on the upswing. But even more so, the wheel is turning. So if you had been in business and things were not going so well, it's going to turn around and just be completely grand, because you have the Ace of Pentacles here. So going from the Four of Pentacles in the first week, where you're totally greedy and needy, and with the Nine of Swords, where you're anxious and not even able to sleep because you're so worried about your situation, to the Ace of Pentacles in the course of 4 weeks, that is head spinning. That is just head spinning. So Scorpio, I want you to realize that this is a huge month for you. Now, the full moon in September is going to be in Pisces. That's a fantastic moon for you. That's a sister sign to you, and that's going to be wonderful energy for you. But still keep things moderate. And the final card is the Ten of Pentacles. You score big time. This is money for a legacy. This is money that you pass on to your children. This is big time investments that pay off. So please don't worry about money anymore, Scorpio. You've got it made in the shade. You're going to weather this storm, this little storm here on the second week. So all of this anxiety and this hanging on greedy and needy, this is just you anticipating this tower moment, which turns out actually, yes, to be a big change, but to actually be really great for you. So don't get into that needy and greedy mentality. Now let's look at your Oracle card, which is from The Angels and Ancestors by Kyle Gray, with artwork by Lily Moses. This is a wonderful deck. And my tarot deck is the Gilded Tarot. The backs look like this. And it's sold in a set called Easy Tarot. It comes with a really great guidebook. It's actually one of the better tarot books. And it's not just a little flimsy white, paper thing. It's an actual book. And it's really, really good. It teaches you a lot about tarot. Anyway, the Oracle card is the Guardian Angel, You Are Not Alone. And it just has a feather with the sun, moon, and the all-knowing eye in a triangle around it, behind it, and then another triangle inverted. So it's invoking sacred geometry with this, which is really interesting for this card. Let's read what this card has to say for you. Watch for signs and reminders from your angels and loved ones that you are close by. Take 2. Watch for signs and reminders from your angels and loved ones that they are close by. Remember, they are working hard to guide you. The Guardian Angel card shows the white feather that has become known as the Guardian Angel's business card. Whenever a white feather appears in your life, and/or this card appears in a reading, it's a message to say your guardian angel and ancestor guides are particularly close at this time and are there to support you with their love. If you have asked for help with a particular situation, know that there is divine intervention in the works. Everyone has a guardian angel who has been with them in all their past lifetimes and will be there in all the lifetimes to come. So know that you are never alone and never will be alone. This card is a huge reminder that there is always help and support available to you. Your guardian angel is with you now and is here to aid you in all of your endeavors. In order to fully receive their support, first ask for it, then surrender to the process. Know that whatever unfolds will be for your highest good. So this is really good advice for you, Scorpio, especially in this first week when you're suffering from anxiety. Ask your angels to help you be relieved of that. And who knows, that could temper this Tower moment. And then also in the third week, when you're trying to be more temperate, ask your angels to help you with that endeavor. So Scorpio, thank you so much for watching this reading. I'm really, really grateful for you as a subscriber. I hope you are a subscriber. In general, thank you to anyone who's watching this video. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. It makes the channel so much stronger. I will still be reading tarot cards up at my own booth at the New York Renaissance Fair. I'm so excited this year that I have my own booth, the Cool Crone. And you can't make appointments ahead of time for those readings, but you don't need to. If you just walk up to the booth, I probably will be able to give you a reading. Sometimes I get a line, but that's usually on those beautiful sunny days where there's absolutely no humidity, which who knows when those are going to come. I'm also doing fairs the weekend after the Renaissance Fair ends. So the Renaissance Fair goes from August 27th to October 9th, and I'm there every weekend, including the Monday on Labor Day. And then October 15th and 16th, which is the weekend after that fair ends, I'm going to be doing 2 fairs in northern New Jersey, and you can get the details for those fairs from my website, thecoolcrone.com. And you go to the book now and then click on the fairs tab, and it'll tell you where I'm appearing and where you can go to get a reading. Now when I do readings at fairs, they're a little bit less expensive than the ones that I do in private because they're shorter readings. So if you want to get a less expensive reading, the fair is the way to go. Have a wonderful month of September, Scorpio. This is a fantastic reading for you. And I know things are always intense for you because you're intense, but still, it is a bit of an intense month in September. Be sure to watch my video about the Pisces full moon because I think that's going to help you a lot. And in the meantime, I'm going to say thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.